I have played with guys that are incredibly egotistical, without a doubt. Hey, one of my favorite players, one of my favorite teammates, one of my favorite guys I've ever been around, Barry Bonds. Dude, I mean, you watch the All-Star game when the pregame, whatever, when they said, hey, like, what if you face Satchel Paige, or you have to take him deep? Like, or whatever. He's like, yeah. I guarantee you put a name in front of him. He goes, yeah, I'm going to take him deep. That's egotistical as it gets, right? But at the end of the day, he backs it up. And just like Pete Rose can back it up with the hit stuff, it's hard on a clubhouse just because the baseball culture is built around team. And no one's above the team. And then you get one guy who's literally above the team and above probably anybody else who's ever played the game, right? The game was wrapped around Barry for a while. It's hard on 24 other guys to be around that because you're trying to be one cohesive unit, one group, and you get this guy rolling in like swinging dick. He's like, look at me. It's not easy. And that's why so many players had a hard time, because those players had a hard time with him also were on that egotistical level or close to it. Like a Jeff Kent, we talk about it. Jeff Kent couldn't handle it because you two swinging dicks in one room isn't going to work, right? When you got to be a team, and he's loud and all this stuff. And a lot of times you just got to push that aside and not let it bother you. But at the end of the day too, like, we're all men, we're all competing, and that bothers you. I mean, I played on other teams, one player that would, has come across as egotistical, AJ Przinsky. Right, this is a guy that people hated, but he owned it. The best part about what AJ ever did was owned it. He became the heel, and like they're using a wrestling term, right, and kind of owned it. Buzinski, he would wear that jersey around. He personified that little bit of like South Side hatred when he was with the White Sox, and like, you don't like me, good. I don't like you, and who cares? I'm a good baseball player type of thing. And so around those guys, I mean, I'll say it, Freddie Freeman, he was very egotistical when I played with him. At the same time, the difference was, though, he didn't walk into a clubhouse and affect the clubhouse with it. He didn't affect it, and he still had this. He was still friendly with everybody and had a great time, and you wanted to be teammates with him. You want to hang out with him. But guys on this certain level, they got to love themselves, because loving themselves is what gets them to that level, because they get so angry if they're not good, if they're not perfect, if they're not working hard, if they're not doing X, Y, Z, they hate themselves so much that they push harder. But watch Michael Jordan, dude, that's as egotistical as it gets. He loves himself some Michael Jordan. But then that's what drives him to be the greatest. And then the difference with all those superstars, they want everybody to be on their level too. They want those guys to be on the level. He knows they'll never be on his level, but he wants them to at least work hard as they can, so whatever level they're on is the highest level they could possibly be.